Hello, this is our presentation on Glastonbury and beverage sourcing for the festival. My name's Sam Pike. My group members are Joel Jones, Ezildine Bosch, and Ocean Gatehouse. I'd like to start with a brief history of the festival. Of course, it started in 1970 and has grown into one of the world's most renowned music and performing arts festivals. Glastonbury celebrates performances across genres, playing a vital role in promoting music, culture, and arts across the world. As for economic benefits, they're a key contributor to the economy through job creation, tourism, and support for local businesses. They also generate substantial revenue for ticket sales, on-site spending, etc., highlighting its financial significance. So why are supply chains so important to Glastonbury? Supply chains are vital for the festival's success, ensuring efficient logistics, procurement, and coordination of goods and services and vendors. To navigate the supply chain, we'll use this diagram here, and we'll follow each step of the process, beginning with defining needs and finishing with the payment and review process. We'll begin with needs and specifications. It's important that we accurately identify beverage needs at the festival. Due to audience demographics and potential dietary restrictions such as vegans, vegetarians, non-alcoholic and caffeine-free needs, it's important we ensure a wide range of options. Hugo said, time series methods are the most common form of forecasting. They assume that historical patterns of demand are a good indicator for future demand. Therefore, based on recent years, we can calculate that over £6.7 million will be spent on drinks at Glastonbury, equating to just over 650,000 individual drinks. So the vendors we select should be able to handle the quantity required. We should aim to source high quality beverages that meet safety standards and align with attendee expectations. We should consider local or artisanal options alongside the larger producers. Deliveries and restocking should be efficient and take place at quieter times of the day to avoid logistical issues. Suppliers, therefore, should be flexible and responsive to unexpected changes. It's also important to take Glastonbury's sustainability goals into account when choosing a supplier. 55% of attendees expect all festivals to tackle their environmental impact. So, based on the ban of single-use plastics, we should specify packaging requirements. We should also specify storage conditions and any required certifications, for example, organic or fair trade products. Some potential challenges we may face along the way include managing logistics for such a rural location and the potential impact of something like a heat wave and how that could impact beverage consumption. It's important we address these issues to ensure the festival runs smoothly and efficiently.
Hi, my name's Oshan, and we highly recommend that you buy rather than make the beverages in-house for the festival. Because of this, it's important to decide whether we're going to use a single, dual or multi-sourcing strategy when selecting the sources. Seeing as festival attendees have varying dietary requirements, allergies and general preferences, we believe a multi-sourcing strategy approach would ensure a diverse range of products for all. It's up to you whether you want to replace suppliers whose contracts are coming to an end or negotiate new ones with them. Some of your customer favourites, such as Meeting Place, Westholt's Bar, Park Bar, and many more, should be retained to ensure customer satisfaction. In order to accomplish this, you might want to extend their contract by multiple years. This is beneficial for both parties, as bigger deals are more lucrative for the contractors, and you'll retain a credible supplier. On time in full is important for festivals, as replacing suppliers on short notice could have large effects on profits. Because of this, we cannot emphasise the importance of researching potential suppliers. Key performance indicators, also known as KPIs, are used to accomplish this, which in your circumstances may include inventory turnover, compliance with regulations, cost of production and sales revenue. We know that your reputation is of great importance to you, so undertaking these checks will ensure suppliers are able to fulfil their end of the agreement and reduce the chance of any controversies. Bringing in new suppliers is important for a large-scale event such as yourselves. This will be achieved through the tendering process, which is a structured invitation to suppliers to bid for the right to sell their goods at your festival. This process is important as it ensures transparency, competitiveness, and fair pricing, enabling you to manage your budget effectively and lower your costs. As we've already identified your needs and specifications, you should get your team started on preparing documents outlining the scope of work, evaluation criteria, and any other relevant information. It's very important that your specifications are clear to ensure that suppliers submit accurate and realistic bids. Before releasing the tender to public, it's important to have a predefined criteria based on your requirements for cost, quality, and time. On one hand, costs may be low enough to meet budgetary constraints, although neglecting quality to achieve this could directly affect customer experience at your festival. The reliability of suppliers to meet time constraints is of importance, as delays in beverage deliveries, inadequate staffing levels, and any last-minute preparations could lead to operational bottlenecks, also negatively affecting customer experience and profit. Before beginning negotiations, you must reduce the list of potential suppliers by eliminating those who you don't want to deal with. There can be a wide variety of reasons why you might want to eliminate a supplier. These can include too expensive, poor quality, bad reputation, previous experience, unable to meet timescale, and many more. After this, you can begin negotiations. Key elements include price, delivery schedules, payment terms, and performance clauses, such as pain or gain. Due to the dynamic nature of festivals, for example, the weather and changes in performers, you must negotiate in a way which ensures flexibility and reliability. As mentioned previously, it's crucial that you consider the length of contracts offered to suppliers. Although multi-year contracts ensure price stability and lead to strong partnerships being formed, you must also consider the risks attached, which are, you might find yourself locked into a less competitive agreement over time.
Hi, my name's Joel. I found a useful point that time is vitally important in contract negotiations, and so by planning and organising in advance, we can make sure our specifications are not overlooked. So the agreement stages are that the preparation is where we specify our requirements and set clear expectations. The offer is then put out for tender, whether it be 1 year or multiple years. It might even be possible to retain the previous supplier if we're happy with previous experience. The acceptance stage is once a reasonable bid has been made and we're happy with the supplier's qualifications, bid could be accepted. Considerations will have to be made, such as quality, reliability, ability to make payments, as well as risk management and possibly termination clauses if the contract's not being met. Clarification, so this is re-establishing clear expectations as well as potentially acquiring quality assurances. And the completion stage is potential exit strategy, a renewal or evaluation of the supplier's contract. The management side of it is KPIs, so punctuality, check-in, the quality, as well as service level agreements, which are essentially a promise on the quality and quantity of goods being delivered, as well as the time. KPIs are very important in performance management, as well as management in general, because it allows goal setting, so staff know what the targets are and the standards to achieve the objective within the right time, along with the right amount and the right quality. It allows managers to create better decision makings based on data, what needs improvement as well as what's going well. So KPIs are essentially a progress tracker in management. It also serves as a motivation for staff, as they'll understand the standards required and will contribute to the overall objective. So according to Nayak et al. In 2011, supplier management could be defined as an effort to improve the performance of a buying organisation by managing its suppliers properly. So how we are going to do this is using a pain or gain agreement, which is a performance-based agreement whereby it's usually set at around 80% of revenue kept for the agreed company and 20% paid to Glastonbury. The pain and gain aspect is that if expectations are not met, then the amount paid to Glastonbury will be lower. That's if it falls short of the revenue prediction. However, if it goes better than expected, then they'll pay a little bit more, so it's proportional. So it's it's an incentive for both parties to perform well. Reviews and meetings would be used to ensure compliance and transparency, as well as building trust. Feedback would be used to address any issues from suppliers, whether it be logistics or capital issues, for example. This would help improve things for the next year and make it a smoother process overall. Maintaining healthy supplier relations enhance the festival's image with other companies, as healthy relationships help to achieve satisfaction and incentivize companies to stay or work with Glastonbury in the future.
For event payment, beverage companies may be required to make an attention payment or deposit to secure the participations and confirm for their commitment to the festivals. This deposit is often refundable upon successful event completions and adherence to any contraction agreement. Event executions during the festival, beverage companies could provide their product at specific location within the festival grounds. They would also arrange in potential activities to increase the brand visibility and attention. Track attended. Hello, Bosch again. Post event review organizers and beverage companies will review the partnership after the festival. So this may involve assessing sales and date attended. Feedback and overall brand exposure to evaluate the success of the collaborations. Final payment based on the result of the post-event review. Final payment or adjustment may be made to settle any outstanding balance between the partners involved. For example, private case studies where the payment and review cycle identify a significant opportunity for improvement, which was successfully implemented in the next festival cycles.
We'll end with a conclusion, summarising the key points discussed in the presentation. From understanding the needs and specifications of the festival to identifying sources, navigating the tender process and managing supplier contracts effectively. I'd like to emphasise the critical role of each step in ensuring the successful sourcing of beverages for the festival and highlight the importance of strategic planning, rigorous selection processes and strong supplier relationships. We could reflect on the major lessons learned through this process of beverage sourcing, such as the value of supplier and event flexibility, as well as the importance of sustainability considerations and a need for continuous improvement in response to feedback. I think these lessons do not only apply to beverage sourcing, but also provide valuable insights for managing other aspects of festival planning. The future goals for improving beverage sourcing may be increased diversity of beverage options, enhancing those sustainability practices, and just further optimizing the logistics and supply chain management process. If you have any questions or feedback you'd like to leave, we'd be happy to answer it now.